reading life lately is full of drug addiction and quirky women who leave people their amazing houses when they die. I mean, I believe that books come into our lives for a reason, so I feel compelled to note for the universe that I don't really want a drug addiction, but I wouldn't turn down a house on the beach. Just I'm Vivian, and today we're talking about Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. Published in 2020, it's 322 pages and a little over 8 hours on audiobook. So, what's it about? Okay, 18-year-old Bea comes home from her job at McDonald's to find her mother has died of an overdose in their living room. Their landlord, who is a dick, right? He immediately evicts her. And so without any place to go until she heads off to college in a couple of months, Bea calls her father, who she hasn't seen in years and doesn't really know, and ends up flying to Texas to stay with her dad, his wife, and Bea's stepsister, Sarah, for the summer. So Bea and Sarah become great friends, and they end up hanging out all summer with Sarah's boyfriend and Samson, the guy who lives next door. Now, I know you see what's coming. Bea and Samson fall in love, even though there are a lot of secrets between them. And even though they both know that they're both going their separate ways in August when the summer is over, right? They go into it knowing this is not a long-term thing. Right. So they are like living their summer lives, right? Having their best summer ever. And at the end of the summer, all of the secrets sort of like come to a head one night, just before Bea and Samson are heading off to their regularly scheduled lives. Samson's big secret comes out, and it is big. And so Bea has to make some decisions, right? Does she stay in Texas and wait for Samson? Does she forget about Samson and go do her own thing? I mean, Bea thinks that Samson is her one true love and she doesn't want to give up on him. So what's she going to do? I'm not going to tell you what she does because this is spoiler free. So I'm not going to tell you. But what's she going to do? What do you do? So there are books that it seems they make the book club rounds, right? Books that every book club seems to be reading or thinking about reading, or they're on some celebrity reading list, so people want to add them to their book club list, right? Well, this is not that book. But hear me out. If you're in an All by Colleen Hoover book club, of course, it's going to be a book that you're going to discuss, right? But also, if you're in your late teens and you've got a group of girlfriends who love to read, and you wanted a book to read and talk about that would be interesting for you guys at your stage in life, I mean, this would be one to think about. So what kinds of things could you talk about after reading this book? You could talk about what it's like to transition from high school to college, what it's like to go from living at home to living on your own. You could talk about how you'd want to spend the last summer before you go off to university or your new job or whatever whole new life you're getting ready to start. Or you could talk about what makes a family, right? What's your responsibility to your family, if any? You could talk about the difference in Bea's family when she lived with her mom and when she moved into her dad's house, right? What about the difference in how Bea sees her dad and how Bea's stepsister sees Bea's dad? You could talk about body image and eating disorders. And you can always talk about romantic relationships, right? What did you think about Bea and Samson? What did you think about it being just a summer fling? What did you think about the secrets that they were keeping? And when Samson's big secret came out, what did you think Bea should have done? What would you have done? So there are definitely things that you could talk about after reading this book. If you want to book club it, I can get on board with that. Okay, so let's talk about the Fig 3. I already gave you a bunch of sort of topics that you could talk about, but I'm going to give you 3 quotes from this book that I would love to discuss with my book club. Do you think you'd want to book club this one? Hey, if you decide to do it, will you let me know in the comments and let me know how it went and what got everybody talking? I would love to know. I think this could be an interesting discussion. I do. Let me know. If you're thinking about The Henna Artist by Alka Joshi, Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus, or the Books in the Hopeless series by Colleen Hoover, well, I've got videos coming up on those books, so no worries, I've got you covered. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I've got videos for those books available. You're in the right place. We read different. If you're reading or thinking about reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, or Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, you might want to check out these videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.